People would always tell you to prioritize food. And I'm here to tell you to go with your heart, okay? You know yourself, you know the things that you like. I've seen people, or I've heard stories of people that traveled with declutter. Canada does not want you to bring chicken or any product that contains chicken flavor or chicken at all. And you should also bring milk. So I brought my mug. I mean, if you watch my vlogs, you know about this famous mug of mine that has lived in 3 countries with me. Look at my nursery school graduation. Oh my god, I was frowning. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus? If you're planning to come to Canada this year or anytime soon, then this video is for you. I moved to Canada recently, and let me tell you, I learned a couple of things the hard way. In this video, we're going to be talking about the things you should bring with you to Canada, the things you should leave behind, and the little things people don't tell you until you get here. But lucky for you, I'm your girl, and I'm gonna tell you now, okay? First of all, let's talk about documents. Of course, when traveling, it's a no-brainer that you have to bring all your necessary documents with you. For me, I literally went through my documents, all that I've accumulated all my life. I sorted them out and I took the ones that are important. Of course, your travel documents, your education documents, right? Your degree, your certificates, your awards. If you're coming as a PR, your COPR, okay, your passport, like your passport photograph. You should also bring your driver's license to Canada. If you drive and you do not have a license, this would be the perfect time to apply for one and get one before you travel, because it's going to help you a lot when you get here. We'll now be talking about clothes to bring. Honestly, I have this rule of thumb that whatever is most important to you, that's what you should focus more on, okay? If you are a foodie and if you're not so comfortable with international cuisine and, you're just coming here for the first time, you do not have family here, you are on a budget, like you're just trying to save as much as possible. You don't want to come here and start going to grocery shops and start buying a lot of things. Then you might not want to prioritize clothing. But if you are like a fashionista and you've built your style, have like a lot of clothes and you really enjoy your clothes and you love them, then you would have to prioritize your clothes. So I've seen a lot of people talking about, oh, don't bring any clothes to Canada, there are clothes here. Yes, there are clothes here, but your clothes are not here. Do you understand? So if those things are the things that make you happy, then bring them, right? I watched a video of someone that brought pots to this country, and you cannot blame her. If those are the things that made her happy, then go ahead with it, right? And also another thing you should consider is that most people are not coming as a family of one. So when you have kids, when you have a partner coming with you, you have more allowance, like you have more luggage allowance. So you cannot compare what you should or should not bring with their own, right? So when you see somebody bringing food or bringing pots, you shouldn't compare yourself, because if they have like 4 children, it's like your own allowance times 4. So they have a lot of space to bring whatever they want. So you cannot even compare. Do you understand? I was coming alone. I didn't have anyone here, right? And I wasn't that, into my clothing that much. I mean, way before I traveled, I stopped shopping. I stopped buying clothes. I stopped buying shoes, because I know that when I come here, I wanted to build my wardrobe from scratch. But I still came with clothes, right? I came with summer clothes and just a couple of things that would help me and would not make me start running into stores in my first month to buy clothes, right? So this is just a guideline for you. You must not strictly follow it. I'm just going to say that if you have jeans, you might want to bring them, okay? If you have really good quality jeans, you might want to bring every single one of your jeans, because jeans are expensive in this country. A jean trouser, for instance, is like a piece of clothing that you can wear in all seasons. So it really makes sense to not discard those. Okay, you can bring, of course, your summer clothes, you can bring your long sleeves, your suits, your corporate wears. I'm not really into native wears like that, so I brought like 3. Like, I mean, if you have a lot, you can just pick your favorite and bring them. You don't have to bring every one of them to Canada. You should also bring, of course, your summer shoes, your sandals, your slippers. You don't have to bring any boots. And that leads us to the next thing that we'll be talking about, the things to not bring. Honestly, do not buy any winter jacket from Nigeria or from your country if you're coming from a warm country. I mean, if you're coming from Russia, Ukraine, then you can come with your winter jackets and your boots. But if you're coming from Nigeria, please don't bother buying any jackets from the market or from any thrift store, because when you get here, you're going to understand that those things will not do anything for you. Okay, you just have ended up wasting money. What I'm going to advise is that you hold on, save that money. When you get here, you use it to buy, items that are actually made for this weather. Okay, so don't, and these things even occupy space in your bag. So you can imagine buying all these jackets, thinking they are going to cover you for like fall or for like winter, and then it has restricted your space in your bag and you couldn't carry any more stuff again. And then you get here only to realize that only going to wear them in the first few weeks of fall, and then so don't bother. Okay, but you should come with a light jacket that you would wear in the airports. Trust me, when I was coming, I came during summer, and I'm so glad that I wore this jacket because it helped me so much. The airports that I used, they were all AC tight and they were all cold. Even starting from the Lagos airports, I started feeling cold from that Lagos airport. Another thing you should not do is bring in, like I said, a lot of your clothes. Declutter, declutter, declutter. I kid you not. Before I left Nigeria, gosh, I gave away 80% of my clothes. And this is because I had already made up my mind that I was going to start building my wardrobe from almost scratch, once I get to Canada. I mean, not once, but like a couple of months after I get to Canada. So now let's get to the food items, guys. Again, like I said, it depends on your priority, right? People would always tell you to prioritize food, to bring food items. And I'm here to tell you to go with your heart, okay? You know yourself, you know the things that you like. I've seen people, or I've heard stories of people that traveled with a lot of food items and they spoiled. And a year passed, they did not eat any of them, or they did not eat all of them, or they are bored of them. So if you are the kind of person who you don't really care about food that much, right? Then just don't bother so much. You can just bring a few. But if you're like me and you really prioritize food, I didn't prioritize my clothing, I prioritized my food, because my goal was to not need or to not have to do grocery shopping in the first 1 month of coming to Canada. That was my goal. I didn't have any family here, I didn't have any friend here. I came with the mindset of I'm going to figure everything out on my own, right? So that made me bring almost all the food stuff that you can think of. Honestly, I brought gari, I brought rice. Yes, there is rice in Canada, yes, but I didn't want to come here and start buying it in my first few months. I did not want to come here and start buying tomato paste, so I brought a couple of rolls, right? I did not want to come here and start buying salt, so I came with salt. Yes. I came with salt. What else? I came with stockfish. I came with crayfish, of course. I came with Royco cubes. Canada does not want you to bring chicken or any product that contains chicken flavor or chicken at all. And you should also bring milk. So I didn't bring any of this. I did not. So if you're planning to bring Indomie chicken, you are planning to bring Knorr cube that contains chicken flavor or milk sachet or like peak milk, don't bother, guys. Don't bother, because apparently they are actually not allowed. And honestly, when I got to the airport and I was asked to declare what I had and all of that, I mean, I said no in everything, and no one actually checked me. Nobody actually checked my items to confirm what I have claimed, right? And I was like, I mean, what if I lied? I mean, I didn't lie, but like somebody could have come and lied and then passed freely into the country, right? But then I heard that after you feel those things, like there are dogs around, and if you lie, those dogs can actually perceive these things. They can perceive milk and chicken and all of that. So if you lie, they would actually expose you. And if caught, I heard that you will pay a lot of fine. I find that you're going to pay would be able to buy you this milk for 1 whole year. So I was like, no. Count me all the way out. I also brought spaghetti. Yes, I brought spaghetti, and I brought beans. You should bring beans. Honestly, you should bring any kind of leaf you want. Of course, there should be dried leaf. You should also bring any spice that you want: suya spice, jollof rice spice, pepper soup spice, anything that you eat. Honestly, bring them. You can also bring food, like you can also bring frozen food. Honestly, I almost brought frozen okwa. Honestly, because when I came to Lagos a couple of days to my travel, my sister made this delicious okwa that I still think about up to today. It was so delicious. She made it for my mom and I, and it was so perfect because I love okwa so much, and it was such a goodbye meal. It was such a perfect, honestly, that baby, she gets sense. She's so intentional. It was such a perfect meal, and she made more than enough. So honestly, if not for the fact that I already had excess luggage, I wanted to freeze a bowl of that okwa and put in my luggage. Honestly, like if I had enough space for that, I would have done that. So you can actually freeze your food and bring it. The next thing we're going to talk about is appliances and electronics. Okay, so of course, bring your phone, bring your power bank, bring your AirPods, whatever you use, bring them. But I'm going to advise that you shouldn't bring, you see, blow dryer, straightener, blender, all these electronics. You don't need them. You shouldn't bring them. Not that you don't need them, you actually do, but there's no point, because the voltage in Canada, their voltage is like not the same. So you see, they use 2-pin here, and in Nigeria we use our chargers, they have like 3 pins. So to even start with, you cannot plug these items in the wall socket, so you cannot even use them, right? Okay, so now you might be saying, oh Chioma, I'm going to bring them, but I'm going to bring a travel adapter. And I'm going to tell you, don't bother. Also, travel adapters, they are so overrated. I got one, right? I actually got one in preparation for my travel. I brought one here, but I'm going to tell you right now that there is no need for that. I mean, if you already have one, good for you, you can bring it. But if you don't, there is no point. Like, there is no need. I mean, it might help you for the first day that you just came. You've not gone to buy a charger head. It can help you out, right? It can, you can plug your charger, your phone charger to it. But if you think that you're going to plug your appliances to the travel adapter, abort that thought, because it will not even work. It might work, but it's going to spoil them. Okay, it's going to spoil them because the voltage is different. So it's best that you give it out, give it to your friends, dash them your appliances, or you can sell them, but there's no point, you know, bringing them here. When you get here, you can buy from thrift stores. Okay, if you are on a budget, you can buy your blow dryer, your straightener, your blender. You can buy them from thrift stores, and then when you are well settled in and when you are like standing on your feet more, you can now buy brand new ones. Canada weather is very dry, so bring your moisturizers, your serums, your active agents, your retinol, everything that you do for your skin, you have to bring them. I would even advise to get a stronger moisturizer than what you are used to. You should bring your sunscreen, your lip balm, your edge control, your hair products, very important. So the next thing is your medications, BP drugs, or inhaler, your any medication that you are on, just bring them, right? But any prescription medication that you are coming with, make sure that you bring the prescription to back it up, just in case, right? But medications like anti-malaria, of course, bring them. You won't really need anti-malaria in Canada because they don't have malaria here, but you might still, you know, the few weeks of you arriving, you can still fall sick from the malaria that you brought with you, right? So the first 1 month I came here, I fell sick. It was so bad, and I'm so grateful that I came with a very strong anti-malaria. That was what saved me, because they were so confused at the emergency room. They did malaria tests, their own type, it was negative. I knew so much that I had malaria because I know my symptoms, and I thank God that I treated myself and I got better. Bring your allergy meds, bring your painkillers, like I already said, paracetamol, ibuprofen. I came with loperamide in case I eat something on the flight and my stomach starts to... I came with loperamide. It was even in my carry-on. So that in case of, I'll just collect it and pop in, because no time to waste time. I also brought anti-allergy medication with me. It was in my carry-on, so that in case I'm a doctor, so I guess it made me extra aware of all these things, so don't bother. Well, I'm going to advise that you just put that in, especially if you have children and they might be exposed to new food on the flight, or even yourself, you don't know, you're going to a new place, you are transiting in a new country, like, I don't know, you might come in contact with something that you might react to, and you now be at the mercy of whoever is prepared. So that's why I actually came with loratadine for allergy in case of anything. I came with loperamide in case of diarrhea. Don't bring unlabeled medications. Make sure that you put them in their packages. The next section is sentimental items. So whatever you hold so dear to your heart, my dear, bring them. Bring them. I brought my Bible, okay? I brought my diary, I brought a notepad. These things are here, but they're actually sentimental. Like, they hold a particular space in my heart. So even I had to take away something. I had to remove something in order to put this my Bible. So it's sentimental to me. I've seen somebody that brought their wedding album, and it was heavy, but they brought it because it's sentimental to them. Okay, so whatever you hold dearly, don't come and say, oh, they say you should not bring this one, oh, they say you should not bring it. There's this album, this picture, okay, it's not an album, but like all the pictures that I took from secondary school until my secondary school graduation, I have them, and I've been carrying them with me everywhere I go. If you don't know, in the past 5 years, I have moved around a lot, right? I moved back to Nigeria in 2020. I finished medical school and I moved back to Nigeria. So that was my first moving, and then I've moved around Nigeria a lot. And for everywhere I moved, I went with my pictures, right? And while coming here again, I brought them. I wish I can show you. Oh my God. Wait, let me show you. Why not? This is a picture of my mommy. This This is picture of my nursery school graduation. Hi Chidera, I don't know if you're watching this. You guys, look at my nursery school graduation. Oh my god, I was frowning. Oh my baby. So yeah, basically, right, all this to say, bring what matters to you. Still on the sentimental part, I brought my mug. I mean, if you watch my vlogs, you know about this famous mug of mine that has lived in 3 countries with me. Everywhere I go with my mug. I fear the day this mug will break. God forbid it will not break in Jesus' name. But like I mean, it gotta happen at some point, but I hope it's gonna be in like 20 years time. So the story behind this mug, I'm sorry, I'm just yapping. The story behind this mug is that when I was like in my first year of medical school, this was like probably 2015. That's 10 years ago, man. I was so broke. So I went to the mall to buy food, to buy something to just cook and eat. And then I saw this mug. And then it says, Big Boss, with this hand like this. And I'm like, this is me. I mean, even though right now I am young, I am broke, I am clueless, I know that sometime in the future, I'm gonna be a big boss. And I mean, I went in and I bought this mug. So ever since then, whenever I look at this mug, it reminds me of where I'm coming from. And I remember the circumstances and what was happening in my life around the time I bought this mug. So this mug, we locked in. Extra tip, do not overpack. Basically, just pack the essential things for you. You're going to buy more stuff when you get to Canada. Also bring cash in multiple forms. So make sure that you have physical cash that you're traveling with. Oh my god, this saved me, because tell me why my MasterCard did not work at the Frankfurt airport. Thank god I had actual cash. That was what I used to make payments. Also prioritize what you will use in your first month. If you're moving to Canada soon, you've got this, okay? I mean, the first few weeks would feel overwhelming, but with time you're going to settle in and you're going to get comfortable, okay? Thank you for watching this video. If you like me, if you like my face, please hit the subscribe button. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and watch more of my videos. Watch the one here and the one here, okay? Thank you for watching once again, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Please subscribe, okay? Bye.